got a first down in the red zone. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the slant. 54.
To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Cooper on the return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returning it, John Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing after the interception, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He hits Beasley right side. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down and goal. Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second? And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one caught by Beasley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to.
There goes Sterling Shepard. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, an even 90 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse,
and that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! Emmanuel Sanders, 43 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Allen now on first down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Touchdown, Bills. Cole Beasley. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, Jones, eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown Giants. Saquon Barkley, 51 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Azeez Ojulari
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen rumbling past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And the return will be stopped